A message from the self-appointed deputy party leader of the Jubilee Party is coming up. Some of you will get kicked out and some of you will have jobs. Also, a billionaire has lost his company because of a bad debt as Senate Speaker Ken Lusaka gets sued by a woman who says she is pregnant with his child. So, welcome to Speed Feed. This is where you get all the latest trending stories and news. My name is Kimani Mbugua. If you didn't know that already, thank you so much for tuning into this live stream. Like and comment and share this video with your friends, especially if you're watching on Facebook. It's always good to share. Yeah, just press the share button. I'm sure your friends will appreciate you for, the good things that you are sharing with them, and do all the good things that you do on social media. Let me know. Comment below with your thoughts on some of the stories. I'll be reading your comments as we go on. Yeah, so let's get into today's feed and see who is being talked about and who we need to talk about today. Yeah, this one is it's a good one because yesterday was Father's Day, and I know this subject can be triggering to some people, but one family decided to go all out for their father. They bought a whole page on the Daily Nation to send a message to their father. There it is, and they called him the father of the century. This is a family of David Mburu Wakaimba. They bought a full page. This was on page 11 of yesterday's Daily Nation, and they dedicated it to their patriarch. They thanked the 86-year-old, for imparting good virtues in the children, and according them an education. And they called him father of the century, as you can see there. Yeah. Great move, but I have to say it has ruined this for all of us because now the standard has been set so high. What did you guys do for Father's Day yesterday? Let me know in the comment section. Yeah, some people are buying full pages on the Daily Nation for their parents. Now, meanwhile, 6 police officers were arrested over the weekend for what? Partying past curfew hours. They were arrested alongside 6 civilians and they spent their nights, they spent their weekend at Kondele police station in Kisumu. And the officers had come from other police stations outside of Kisumu, and for some reason they just started to lock themselves up in a club and continue partying way past curfew hours, and the thing happened. Yeah, so well, I don't know how to react to that, by the way, because it was funny when I saw that headline. I was like, okay, this sounds funny. Police officers have been arrested for partying past curfew hours. Okay, anyway, some good news for Kenyans who have been already vaccinated or you're waiting for your second dose. The country will today receive 358,000 doses of AstraZeneca vaccine from Denmark. So far, we have 1.2 million people who have been vaccinated in Kenya. And we just had to put that picture of Nairobi's acting governor, Anne Kananu, there receiving her jab. Because that is me. That is basically, if I get when I get the vaccine, I hope there's nobody who's going to be taking a picture because it will be very embarrassing. Meanwhile, people are talking about DP Ruto because he finally embraced the UDA party publicly. He was in West Pokot over the weekend, and for the first time, he seemed to acknowledge UDA as his own party. And did I just say ODM? No, I said UDA, right? Yeah, the UDA party. So he didn't exactly outrightly say, I am the leader of UDA. He was like, Chama ya mahasla ni gani? And then people were like, UDA! And then the media, we were like, yeah, he's finally saying that UDA is his party or whatever that was. Yeah, because he's always like kind of going around the fences with the UDA issue. Yeah, but that was over the weekend. Leave me your comments, your reactions to this. I'm so excited because we're live and there is absolutely no reason why I shouldn't be reading your comments because we're live. Let's see who is here already. I see a lot of you, and I see some of you are already sharing this video on Facebook. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, all the 46 of you who are watching right now, yeah, let me know where you're watching from. Leave me a comment, I'll give you a shout out as we go on with the show. Talking about who is trending. We'll talk about Ken Lusaka in a bit, and also Manu Chandaria in a bit because he's lost a company. Now, but meanwhile, the Ministry of Education, they have reduced school fees for secondary schools. Yeah, some good news for parents. And in case you're a wannabe parent and you want to know how much students or how much you will be paying for school fees, pay attention because students in extra county schools will pay 45,000 shillings per year. This is down from 55,000 shillings that they pay annually. While those in county and sub-county schools, they'll be paying 35,000 shillings annually. Yeah, this fee structure will start to be implemented from July 26th to March 4th, 2022. Yeah, from next month to March next year. That's how much they'll be paying. So 10,000 off your school fees. Abdul Kadir Afaire, watching from Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for leaving me a comment. Yeah, if you're watching on Facebook, yeah, please comment below because I see a lot of you are watching. Why don't you give me a reaction to some of these stories? Yeah. Now, actually, this is a conversation. I've been wanting to ask this. Okay, so Felix and you who's watching, do you remember, okay, those of you who went to the older 844 system before the counties, before the county governments, which schools are now the extra county? And because there used to be national, provincial schools, and then district schools, and then division, and then, yeah, that way. So which ones became which? Yeah. Comment below with that. Which ones became which? Yeah. Meanwhile, still in school and education news, school head teachers, they have raised concerns about the CBC curriculum. So it's a good thing, and they say that even though the Ministry of Education they've already, through KICD, they have developed a curriculum and content and learning materials for CBC, the Kenya National Examination Council is yet to release an assessment framework, which means, yeah, kids are studying, but there is no particular framework on how to grade them. So the school heads say that NEC has been conducting assessment tests in schools, but there is no framework. So they're yet to know how exactly these kids will be graded as we go on. Yeah, the learning material is there and the curriculum is there, but the whole examination framework is what they are raising concerns about. And they want the Ministry of Education to be much more clear on that side. Now, meanwhile, Julius Uskube Ruto, watching from Manila in Philippines. Okay, we have viewers from Manila. Wow. Welcome, Mr. Julius. Yeah, leave me a comment as we go on. So yesterday, Jubilee Secretary General Raphael Tuju, he led a 52-kilometer walk to raise money for Kijabe Hospital. You can see him here walking with ICTCS Joe Musheru and Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru. So, and there you see him with hugging CS Amina Mohammed. So there's a story about Amina Mohammed. I'm going to tell you in a second. But this walk started from Karen Hospital all the way to Kijabe Hospital. And he was joined by those leaders. And this is because last year in February, on the 12th of February, he was involved in a road accident near Kijabe, which left him with 12 broken bones. And he was rushed to Kijabe Hospital, where a team of doctors stabilized him and made sure his condition did not deteriorate. And yesterday, he revealed that when that accident happened, he called Sports CS Amina Mohammed and told her that he did not think he was going to make it. And she cut short the journey to they were going to the barrio of the barrio of President Moi, right? For President Moi, yeah, right. And she cut short her journey to Kabarak and came back to rescue Tuju, and he took a moment to thank her there. So yeah, that has been a bit of been a topic of conversation because of that whole thing. He's been raising money for Kijabe Hospital, to make sure that the hospital is well equipped. So yeah, that's what's happening over there with the whole walk thing. He walked for 52 kilometers actually. Anne Waiguru walked for 10. So you can't do 52 kilometers. Yeah, it's 52 kilometers is a long distance actually. It's like walking from Nairobi to Thika, but actually way past Thika. Yeah, that's how far it is. Meanwhile, the Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Service. So what do you, yeah, mouthful, right? KUCCPS. Yeah, this is a CEO there, and they have given KCSE candidates a second chance to review courses. This will happen tomorrow. So if you did your KCSE and you selected courses in different universities and you were not sure, you will have a chance tomorrow to review your courses and the universities. And of course, advice is being given to you that don't just select a university before the course. Make sure that the course that you're selecting is in a place where you're actually going to not study in a classroom that has 250 people, because I've seen that happen. So kids, if you're watching this and you just did your KCSE, just make sure you're wise. Seek for advice while selecting your courses. You'll have that chance tomorrow. Yeah, the portal will be open for you to select your courses. Dr. Lawrence Minor watching from Roiro Bypass. I see you. Arap Kiraito, I see you. Kwani mimba ilikuwa kiteka uchumi. Ilikuwa kiteka uchumi. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He's talking about Ken Lusaka, Senate Speaker. We'll talk about him in a second, and the whole story, which is just broken in the last hour. Anthony Kimani is here as well. I see you on Facebook. Kimani with the money. Yes, Kimani with the money is here. Thank you so much. My namesake as well. Kefa Samuel. Nos. Kefa Samuel. Just saying, wow. Oh. Are you one of those who's selecting their courses? Make sure, because some people select courses in universities and then you go to a university and you find out that your class has over 250 people. And some of you are just studying outside classes. Yeah. Bravin Luvin is here watching from Watamu. Thank you so much. I see your comments. Yeah, keep giving your reactions to this series as we go on. Now, meanwhile, KRA is seeking to recover 1.4 billion shillings in taxes owed to them by the Rai family. This is a week after the Rai family declared interest in taking over Mumia Sugar. So this is a separate case, but in a petition, KRA says that it has evidence that Menengai Oils, which is owned by the Rai family, produced goods that were meant to be exported to Uganda and Tanzania, but they never actually exported the goods. And this KRA says they insist was to avoid taxation on those goods. So yeah, the tax money is calling. Meanwhile, security analyst Mwenda Mbugua is still missing, and there are some new leads to the detectives have found out regarding his disappearance. This is after the car that he was last spotted in was found vandalized at Tatu City, and the owner of that car has actually come out. He went to speak to the police. He said that Mwenda had hired his car, but then Mwenda did not return the car at the time when they had agreed, and so he traced his car and he found it along Kamiti Road on that side of town. And so that is the latest regarding that case. Yes, now the story that we were probably talking about, billionaire Manu Chandaria. He has lost one of his companies called Kaluwax. So it was put under receivership by a local bank over a 4.3 billion debt. You thought your Fuliza was a lot? Yeah, 4.3 billion actually. Yeah, so Kaluwax is an aluminium production company that deals with majorly manufacture of cookware, and it was established by his father in 1929. So yeah, it's they've been put under receivership by a bank. 4.3 billion shillings in business is not very good for them. Edward Ongala is here live from Teso South, Busia County. Siungetumia anauliza siangetumia P2. Yeah, we'll talk about Ken Lusaka in a second. Yeah, people from Busia. Yeah, talk about that in a second. But let's talk about NIS, because they're reported to have been paid 1 billion shillings by the Lands Ministry for their role in the development of the National Land Information System. This we know because Auditor General Nancy Gathungo has revealed, that they got paid over 1 billion shillings, but they're not forthcoming with information about the payments on that system. And lastly, yes, as I said, the reason why I talked about the self-appointed deputy party leader of Jubilee and that whole hula baloo is because over the weekend, the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties, they have been trending all weekend since Friday, after people discovered, this is their portal, which you can log in with your e-citizen details. And people logged in and they found out that they were registered two different political parties. If you haven't found out what political party you belong to, you will be surprised. I promise you. I just found out I am the deputy party leader of Jubilee Party, and so I am making statements as such. Other people like Raila Odinga Jr., they found out they belong to the ANC party, although they are registered members of the ODM party. Gabriel Oguta is a famous Twitter person who declared himself the party leader of ANC because people are just discovering some parties that they didn't even know existed. Yeah, some people belong to Safina Party. So now, as the deputy party leader of Jubilee, I will be releasing my statements to say now yeah. But they said they were doing a test run for it, and yeah, that was not. They haven't been using your data in a phishing. Yeah, which we all believe. Julius Kenya is here watching from Kikuyu. Kijibaridi kingi sana huko Kikuyu. Yeah, today is really cold actually. Yeah, today is very cold. Although I haven't. Sijisikia baridi sana. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm an active young man. Lakini Julius anasema kijibaridi kimewafinya huko, kimewafyonza huko maeneo ya Kikuyu. Rashid Ken Bazek said, tune in from Qatar. How are you doing, Rashid Bazek from Qatar? I see you. Boniface Atika, you're saying you're following. And so, shall we talk about Senate Speaker Ken Lusaka, who, yes, over the last 1 hour, we've just learned about a case where he's being sued by a woman who says she is pregnant with his child, and the woman is demanding 25 million shillings as compensation, to pay for clinics and all of those things. And the lawyer of the woman is Danstan Omari, and they say that the woman has been having a relationship with Ken Lusaka for years, and they had a good relationship until 2 months ago when she told him that she was pregnant because for obvious reasons, and they stopped talking 2 months ago. Yeah, kablutikiwa. And so he is being sued, and this story has actually this is now one of the most talked about stories right now. Yeah. And I see some of your comments here on Facebook. Let me read some of your reactions to this story. On Facebook, kuna mtu amesema mbona hangetumia P2. Edward Ongala says, watching from Teso in Busia, says, siangetumia tu P2. Yeah. So there are some of your comments on that. Also, who else is trending today? KBC. Yeah, they are trending today. Actually, trending at #1 since yesterday. They are rebranding today, or they are relaunching. They have brought back some veteran or some legendary names in the broadcast business. Catherine Kasavuli. When's the last time you saw Catherine Kasavuli on TV? Can't remember. It's been a while. She's coming back to KBC. Also, Cynthia Nyamai is coming back. Yeah, she's gonna be on TV as well. Shiksha Arora from K24, she's also part of the team. My former colleague Fred Ndimuli is also going to be part of that. Yeah, actually Catherine Kasavuli is also trending alongside that. Who else is on that? Tom Boya. Yeah, Tom Boya is also going to be coming back. So yeah, they'll be launching at 6 p.m. today. National broadcaster. That's why today they are making headlines. Everybody's talking about them. Yeah. So that's why they're trending today. Who else are people talking about today? Of course, Ken Lusaka is trending for obvious reasons. That's what I just told you. Patrick Njiro, the legendary rally driver, he was on an interview on Churchill yesterday. People are still talking about him. And the by-elections are on July 15th in Kiamba. And yeah, it's going to be a litmus test, right? Yeah. To see who is who on the ground. Yeah. Let me check out some of your comments. I see a lot of you comment on this on Kenyans.co.ke on the website itself, but we don't get to read your comments. So let me check out some of your comments. Mtu wa watu anasema Ken take responsibility because things were sweet. Okay. Douglas Koi says, manage this situation. Call the lady, do M-Pesa, do some works to fully develop the child's ears. Amaniaje. Moscow Zomolo on the Ken Lusaka story says, just do a DNA test and get and get on with it. There are also many women who can show up at your doorstep with such claims just to extort money and break families. I have seen this happen with a friend. Eventually, when the baby came, it was established that it was not his. Lubuga George says, I now understand why. Okay, not going to go into that. Well, regarding the story of police officers who are arrested over the weekend, partying past curfew hours. They were police officers, actually. Yeah. Pascal Calais says, let's pray that. This is the story of Mwenda Mbijue. Pascal Calais says, let's pray that Mwenda is safe and he shall tell us what happened. He was a good guy to interact with. And Mtuamaju says, it's too much. I'm just going through some of your comments because I don't want to leave I don't want to leave out your comments as we go on with this. For students who are selecting your courses on this story, Peter Philosopher Mkeretwa on Facebook says the vocational courses equip students with skills, but the employers are asking undergraduate degrees as prerequisite for even the most basic of jobs. Eric Nessa says, yes, during this second, or she can apply directly to University of her choice without using KUCCPS. Having a conversation. Sorry, we're live. I'm just sifting through your comments. Staki kuacha, but I see you. Evans Jabuya, Mtuamaju again, Kim Devens, all of you on Facebook, Eric Nesta and Peter Philosopher. Thank you so much for your comments on Kenyans.co.ke. I also see Frolens Lala, Lexi Man, Ricardo Ndirango. Mtuamaju, we should give him a badge for top fan here on Kenyans.co.ke, right? He's a big fan. Mtuamaju. Also, Julius from Kikuyu. I think I've already read that. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching as we talk about who's trending, who's making the news today. Before we go, I feel like I've forgotten one story that we should check out. And by the way, do we have that graphic for Kenyans.co.ke? We have the website. We have a thing. We'll show you maybe tomorrow. As I always say, the Kenyans website is very neatly organized. You can find all the latest stories. They are arranged in a chronological order. Yeah, so you always find the latest when you get on the website. Some of the latest stories you can find. KRA extends opening hours to assist Kenyan file their returns as deadline approaches. Yeah, some good news, right? Have you filed your tax returns? Oh my God, you have how many days? 9 days. 9 days to go. Yes, told you about KVC, NIS, pretty much, yeah. All the stories you can find this and more stories on Kenyans.co.ke, including a story about an NTV journalist who rescued a 1-year-old baby during a night patrol. Yeah, you can find this and more on Kenyans. Thank you so much for watching. Asanteni sana. I don't want to leave anyone who's watching live right now. If you haven't commented, we're about to close the show. But thank you so much for your comments. Rashid, Julius, Boniface Atika, Edward Ongala, Brian Luvin, Kafa Samuel, Arab Kiraito, Dr. Lawrence Minor, Anthony Kimani, Julius Ruto, and Afaire from Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much for watching the show. We'll see you again tomorrow back here on Kenyans.co.ke. My name is Kimani. Goodbye.